Hello everyone, we're back. And we're back on the usual Final Fantasy when you get into Wild. We got stuff to do and plotline to continue. Should be fun times. I was just kind of putzing around. Just doing some side stuff on the other day. So we'll just go ahead and burp. Back to normal. There we go. All's good. So, all right. So, boop, and boop, and remnants told. Off we go. Let's go continue our storyline. Do. Feed the chicken. Before I forget, because I will. Nice car. Now, when we last left off, everybody was passing out. We fought the Zenos ? And now we're trying to figure things out for why everyone's passing out. Including me at one point. But Estinian showed up, so that's neat. I like the idea of Estinian everywhere. It's just like Majima. Just a dragoon will just fall out the sky and stab somebody at any given moment. Hit me! Da-da-da-da-da-da. Bean.
By the 12!
Oh, everybody's all sad. Everybody's like, oh, you live! That which cannot die will never truly live. Aw, sad tater. Tears of a tater. New unique item.
Back as soon as I could. I swear, my heart nearly stopped when I heard you'd collapse like the others. What in heaven's name is going on?
They said heaven, like Heaven's Sword. Nah, we have no idea yet. You figured out shit? Someday I'll be on Stormblood. Oh yes, boop, there. Okay. Timer go tick.
Win or lose, the path you walk leads only to a
Mer?
Oh, well, that's helpful.
My wife is a goblin.
No, I am not there.
And what else did he say?
Someone
The better
teach you
path
something.
leads to him?
You should read them from the holy book.
Oh yes,
I have tabs now!
the Tomb of Tatas. Wow, that's a lot of tabs.
Yeah!
Give me a kissy.
Perhaps the others
No,
are with
I
him.
gave you a tea book!
Yeah, kisses. Thank
Sir
you.
Eric
you.
said the
Reblog
fighting
with that.
had reached a stalemate, didn't he? But if that monster masquerading as Zenos comes back... Thancred, Yestola...
But yes, that is our current new bonus thing. On top of the usual gifted sub adds an hour to my suffering, we will also do the usual reading from the book. We have a history of hentai manga that wife has generously gone through and put tabs.
Twitter post?
New...
I'll reblog it with, I'll retweet it with that.
Okay.
God, you can tell it came from Tumblr,
Bring
can't
them
you?
home.
Reblog!
Hey, burger.
Oh, not a baggage.
Hey. Where? Thank you, dear. Illegal. She whacked me with a hammer.
As for where to start, you said the stranger had left a beacon for you at the Crystal Tower, right? But how are you to find
That
it
Frankenstein
now that
looking
the
dude in the
tower
back.
has been still shut?
Hoary Boulder.
There has to be a way.
Is that his name?
If anyone
Yes.
would know, it's Sid and the researchers of St. Coinac's find. Don't you worry. We'll find that beacon for
Have
you.
a good shrine.
Thank you, dear. I love you too. Have a good nap. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. Okay, and there we go. There we go. Tweet has been tweeted. Ah, there's the perfectly symmetrical violence twins.
I pray you have good reason for abandoning the front.
Everyone
How
loves
could
a
I remain
slinky.
there while the rumor that my son is possessed by a demon spreads like a sickness here at home?
Well, it is technically correct.
I will not be made to fight for the throne a second time. But what of you? Did you not tell me you would destroy Eorzier's champion with the ease that one might swat a fly?
Aw, the babies are fighting. The girlies are
A minor
fighting.
setback. She will not escape me again.
Boo.
Where is your grandsire? I would have words with him.
Boo. Fake
How should
Zenos
I know?
boo.
Do you hide from each other's sight as well? I imagine he's doing what all Ascians do.
Screwing around?
He must have found a way to take advantage of this turmoil.
Yeah, probably.
Men are not pawns to be played with, Ascian. You underestimate us at your peril.
I mean, they seem to be pretty spot on with
This
playing
war
with
will
you
not be
like
decided
toys.
by you and yours. Man must choose his own fate, and I, for my part, will do all within my power to see Garlemald emerge victorious.
Oh boy, such that. Much power. Wow. Have we actually seen Varus fight, like, at all? Is he powerful? I mean, he's a Garlean, so... And the head Garlean at that, I assume he's got the best armor and all that stuff.
Pray forgive the intrusion, Your Radiance.
Science
The
man.
requested preparations are now complete. We stand ready to begin production of Black Rose upon your order.
Oh, neat. That seems terrible. No, don't use the war crime gas. The symbol. I'm sure it means something to someone. Hiya, how's it going, Art? Oh. Okay. Well, that sure was a Source filmmaker face. I know, right? Couldn't be me. Oh, okay. We're at credits now. I think that means I'm finally done with some of the Stormblood? Question mark. Tater. Oh, okay, I get a new cosmetic. Yay! I guess the researchers at St. Coin signed. You go and rest switch, I can that vegan. I think I have indeed finally finished the Stormblood of Bloods. Maybe. Probably not. Oh, hey! It's this guy. I believe this might be Zenos, question mark. Odd. We do have a katana.
My friend, had I been but a step faster.
When someone hates you so much, it might as well just be horny for you.
Bloody savages!
Heh. Blah. That was the most pathetic of death.
A pity your hunt leads you elsewhere. Not that I am surprised.
This man picks up katanas like people pick up Pringles.
May you find joy in it. Grow stronger, more savage, and savor every triumph.
I'm still trying to figure out if this is just like his soul in someone else's body, or if he just stole the elf helmet and is just like being a
will
dick.
reclaim that which is rightfully mine.
Go. Hopefully that actually is Zenos, because I like Zenos. Ooh, sparkly. We're in a cutscene. We're in a cutscene. Eventually I'll have a cool new outfit to wear. Oh. Remember this thing from way back in Realm Reborn that they've done nothing with for 2 expansions? Now it's important again. This is fine. In the midst of a requiem for heroes, a voice rings out across time and space. In fields of tranquil light, sow you seeds of discord. Discord, I'm howling at the moon. Woo! Doctor? Doctor who? Alright, let's get that. We've acquired a bunch of new stuff. Ooh. Evil looking. I like that. Huh. Not ominous at all. I like it. Alright. Tater time, tater time. Shiny. Well, yes, it's just the mask. Didn't try on the rest of the outfit. Minister, good luck searching for that beacon. Apparently our colleagues stumbled across a hidden path leading down to the hollows around the base of the Crystal Tower. Yay. A path I doubt we'd have ever found had the ironworks themselves not added their numbers to this party. Thanks to that, we've eager eyes plenty down there, checking around on the rocks, peering over any cranny. Still, sounds like there's not a lot of ground to cover. Guess we'll have to go give him a hand. And get me some pay. My thoughts exactly. As soon as you find this beacon, soon you can travel to wherever it is the mysterious voice is coming from. And you know, maybe save all the people that are unconscious. There's a boat in North Cemetery waiting to ferry people's sights. Let's go on our way. Yay! We have a new music riff. I think we are in a new expansion now. We're not gonna have da 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 anymore, so that's nice. Possibly. Alright, let's go to the new place. The survey site? Yay! Ooh. Ironworks technologist. Pretty music. Nice and tinkly. Very ethereal and otherworldly.
Look how many people there are.
Oh, echoes.
Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like, and we'll make ourselves a pile.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour, maybe you'll change our look. We found bugger all without you.
I do like the edge. Just like, make a pile of shiny thing. Aw. Simp.
Aye, aye. Well, we could hardly say no to a call for aid from the Scions. Jesse called it the chief of some other business. So we'll be working twice as hard to make up for his not being here.
Yay. That means Sid'll show up at some point.
Hard even.
Why does Wedge sound like Kermit the Frog now?
I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
I do remember the one person saying that they changed voice actors partway through Stormblood. So.
I'm not seeing anything out here. Do you reckon you could squeeze in there, Wedge?
And get stuck halfway? No, thank you.
I could try if you like.
I'm sure there's a lot.
No.
But as I recall, Biggs and Wedge are a name that is often in all Final Fantasy things, so you may not be able to figure out the correct Biggs and Wedge. Oh, a shiny rock. A device.
Sorry, I meant to say, the scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in.
Because it might be evil.
What's that you got there?
Looks like a garland ironwork
That
symbol.
looks promising.
Isn't that the ironworks symbol? Counterfeiters?
Now I have you.
Oh.
Right.
What's happening?
Woo-woo. Oh no, disgruntled taters.
Stay with me. Focus on my voice.
Steamed taters.
Expanse, contract. Eon become instant.
Wait, this must be it. The device. This
Oh
is
no, my ADHD. I've already stopped carrying.
Throw wide the gates
No.
that we may pass.
What is that doing?
Safe journey, warrior of light. Find our friends and bring them home.
Flashbang. Warning, can't see shit. Chicas clappers. Wait, what was that spell? Ah, look. I'm lost again. In space. Sparkly. Where's Primal Mama Crystal at? Whee! Flying away. Oh.
Oh, do not look at me so.
Oh, that's supposed to make us feel sad, because that's when Harchevent died.
We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
You would think as a machinist I would have a better amount of dex, but apparently not. It's a bard weapon called Thundercrack.
Your time has not yet come.
Oh look, it's Minfilia. Totally not the Primal scooped out the remains of our friend's soul and is using him as a hand puppet to be soothing to us. No, she's fine. TM. Ominous. Oh. Neat. That looks like what's his butt, the Warrior of Darkness. The edgiest of edgelord names. Depends on your con save, I suppose, Bard. I do not like the color palette of this place. I can't see shit. Too bright. Illegal. God. How very purple. Me during the day when I walk out for work. Can't see shit, Captain. Too bright.
Dreams I awake.
Ooh.
Something vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
Vague yet urgent. Just like a floating exclamation mark above your head. Oh, burps. I actually saw a thing today that was for that new stupid Avatar live action thing. Because, of course, that's what people wanted. Live action Avatar. Again. And since, you know, everything now is CG'd all to heck, they're, of course, showing this thing, and they have what is clearly supposed to be a horse bird, but totally not a chocobo. That they also clearly hadn't finished the art for at all, because it just looked like a raggedy ass Muppet.
What brings you into the wilds this time of night?
Huh, is this that guy that picked us up at the very beginning of the game? This time, it's bright as day.
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book. Me granddad, God's rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman at kicking out time.
It's just all day, every day.
And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk, you feed rip.
Depends what type of. You'd have to have a yellow one because it's just side quests that don't matter.
Over 100 bleeding years ago, that's when.
We ain't had a night to sleep since night get away. Well, this is fun. I'm apparently on another world.
That look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it. Ah, got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then.
Rude, I think. Ah, the Moogle started talking to you, huh? Here, have some alcohol.
Well, I've roads to travel and wares to sell, but you best hurry along to the town nearby.
Chocobo.
Just head east through the trees and aim for the Shining Tower. You'll find the place soon enough. 'Tis the biggest settlement for malms around.
Alright.
Go on now, friend. They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
The Crystarium? Fancy sounding. A whole new world. A brand new place for me to loot. So much more crimes to do and stuff to shoot. As long as I am paid. That's the best you're getting out of me. It's a pretty area, though.
To dizzying heights it rises. The gleaming spire. Its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy.
Tip.
There, it will all begin anew. Between dark and light. The pure and the corrupt. The one true struggle.
Oh, the struggle for equilibrium. Shut up, wingers! Yay! I'm finally in a new expansion. Yes, she is. We had to deal with some no-lifers last night who were just freaking partying until way late at night on a fucking Tuesday. So that was stupid. Alright, no horse, only sprint. Got it. Says I should go that way. We're not going that way. I have no choice in the matter. Okay, fine. Guess I'm going that way, even though I see Fort Job. Land of the jobbers. Alright, fine. I guess I'll go this way since I gotta. What does the map look like? Oh. Huh. Oh, another world. Huh. Neat. Alright. Batterino. Shiny rock tower. I desire to lick that giant rock. It will be mine.
Halt.
Do I got it? Hey, a rabbit. It's a bunny lady. Hi, bunny lady. Very tall.
Every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not.
Russian. Alright.
This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions.
Alright. My shoe size is 14. My height is,
From where do you hail?
Brytania.
Do you take me for a fool? No such place exists.
Mm.
Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin. But instead, you chose concealment. And I will not suffer you to pass.
Oh well. Ooh. Oh. Hey. Lizard. Huh. Disappeared like a primal would. That's neat. Ooh, a rock.
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand. Ring and all.
Okay, I'm sure that made sense to somebody. A rock. Oh. Oops. Oh well. Unfortunate.
Everything all right, Captain?
I'm led to believe that this should be everyone's favorite cat boy. Also partially
All right,
wrong.
my lord. Just a stray sin eater, and a weak one at that.
Sin Eater. Lovely name.
I see. Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more.
Sure.
But I see you've met my guest. I will escort her to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objections.
Another of your mysterious friends, is it? I should have known.
I like the rabbit lady.
Very well. I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city.
Woo.
Pray forgive my less than cordial welcome. May
Never.
the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
He's the cat man. Beat him up.
What questions you have when we're somewhere more private.
Ooh. Ah, yes. Invited, by which you mean you teleported me from another planet, I think. More private, the middle of the road.
Right then. Before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons.
I didn't really have a choice in the matter.
I had intended to bring you directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off. That you are still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief.
Rude.
And so, we come to the question of where. The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards. The first, to be precise, even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact.
Yay.
As to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
Okay, Mr. Half-Rock Man. You remind me of the Orokin from Warframe. It's a nice design. I like it. Yeah, I mean, I did technically at least hit the right planet, I suppose.
That is a question with no simple answer. But all shall be explained in due course, I promise you.
Ah, so he fucked up and doesn't know where any of them are.
Let us begin with the glaring skies up above.
Yes, I have a hat to protect me from that.
Here in the first, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light. It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost.
They keep calling them stars. I don't think they know what that word means.
The fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now.
The world is very purple. I guess it's a lilac.
We call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity.
Yes, unfortunately, it ate the dude that offered me alcohol. Bit of a bummer.
It was to save the first from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds. That I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes.
Well, that ain't me.
Though it meant
I'm just a paid mercenary.
champion, I had to try, for in saving the first, you would bring salvation to the source as well.
And why would we believe that?
But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road?
Yes, you haven't given me a snack or money or anything. I can bring balance to this gun. Everything else is secondary. They really have built up like a whole city around this giant pillar.
Such a proud and vibrant city. The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion.
Ah yes, vibrant. It's the only place you can be alive.
Was laid with hope. The town itself a symbol, a monument to defiance in the face of death. No would-be hero could fail to answer its call. For who among us does not yearn
Birds!
for salvation?
Look at those hideous birds, I love them. Norvant, the Crystarium. Ooh. Welcome to the Crystarium. Cool. Loot and money. You got a deep gold revolver. What's it look like? Classy. Ah, it's blued. Nice. That's a good revolver design. That order. Full thing applies to study in order. I think our conversation should be more meaningful where you'd first gain a firmer grasp of the situation. After that end, I'd like you to visit a few of the civic leaders and talk to people. You know, get used to everything and lick all the crystals as you go around. Being the rightful object of my summoning spell, you should in theory be able to reach all the way back through your trail by connection to the source. Strongly suggest you complete this too before venturing any further. Lick the rock, stupid. After you've done so, walk up there and head out to the left to the crystal and meet. You find a collection of crafters and gatherers as well as their spellcrafters. Well, there's more in. To reach him in his cabinet of curiosity, you'll want to avoid the steps, take the exit on the left, the path until you come to the large doors. Braggy, our managed out of trade and distribution. He's found the markets where you can access the outside side of the plaza. Visit the nature of the district, so we've got to feel the place. Bet. To the right and down the where now? Yeah, we built this place up as we built it, so it's kind of a mess, but yeah, you'll be fine. This who claims share held man with the crystal S art. Nodders. When you finish making the rounds, meet in the large court round. Until then. Neat little guitar riff at the start. Fun. Alright. Ah yes, the cow 8. A gun so fine we had to build an entire plane to fly it. Quite literally creating the horse before you create the cart. You have attuned to the rock. There's this faint but stable relay teleportation to the Aetherites and the source. Alright, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna find all the places to go lick the rocks. At one point, while test firing the GAU-8 gun, it actually broke one of its moorings and fired around through a quarter mile of concrete before it came to a stop. A little bit of a successful gun firing, I think. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Ooh, trees. Oh, I'm gonna hate this town, aren't I? Oh, I can already feel how much I'm gonna hate this place. The Hortorium. Because plants. Yeah, I can already feel how much I'm gonna hate navigating around in this place. Oh boy. I can sense my distaste building for this place. I'm easily lost. I'm not good at navigating. The Cabinet of Curiosity. Books. Ah, okay. It's a library for nerds. You could just say it's a library for nerds. Hello, nerd. I've come to see your nerd. Oh, quite very civic roles, you see, and well, let me ask, have you brought any books with you? Ah, you're one of those people. Library and more, not your service. I must have a collection of those Cabinet of Curiosity. As possession like this morning, my colleagues and I are responsible for carrying elevator, tomes, books, documents, and other vehicles written wood. It's horrific as the loss of life. Land wrought by the flood unquestionably was. The damage to recorded knowledge was no less catastrophic. If you do all we can to preserve what wisdom has survived. Brings you here, looking for any title particular? Perhaps research? No, you nerd. I'm just here because I'm having a quest. These events, if you would prefer something visual to accompany the account, then I think I have an illustrated history book for children somewhere. Wow, rude. To be fair, Bard, they did try to put it on a plane and fly it. However, firing it stopped the plane in midair, so they built a better one. Look at this nerd. A 100 years ago, or near enough not to matter, villains known as the Warriors of Light slew the Shadowkeeper, the Steward of Darkness. In the wake of this tainted deed, light began to pour into the world as if from unseen cracks. It pooled and swelled without cease, until today an enormous blinding wave rose up and swept across our star. We call this calamity the Flood of Light. Everything it touched was leech of life and vigor, leaving naught behind but a luminous wasteland. Ready. Just when it seemed that all was to be lost, the Savior appeared before us. Oracle of Light. She stood twixt us and approaching doom. By her power did she stay the flood. Thus was Norvrant, and Norvrant alone spared the fate of erasure. Tragedy would, however, arrive in another form. From the blasted emptiness descended horrors of strange and terrible aspect, bedevil the few folk who survived. These sin eaters were light incarnate, and their fulgent presence stole the night from Norvrant's sky. Even now, they circle the reigning bastions of civilization, ever on the hunt for us, ever hungering for our flesh. I mean, they do say bastions, implying that there's more than just this city. However, that just said that Norvrant alone was saved, so I don't know. That sounds a bit goofy. Maybe there are some places that are just like isolated places and Norvrant's the only city that survived. The exchange with Lord has taught you about the Flood of Light. It's one of those commercials where they have this clearly fake flashlight that just flashbangs the area. Whee! There's no fall damage. There. Let's see, we've licked that one. Crystalline Mean. I believe that's above me. Ugh. Navigating this place is going to be a freaking nightmare. I can feel it. The Rookery. I did get that one. Alright, so... I guess next up is... I'm going to go this way, because I want to. I'm piloting the Warrior of Light, so I get to choose where I go. The Rotunda. There's like 50 bajillion merchants around. Holy cow. Any greens? How am I on greens? I could do with some greens. There we go. There you go. Material supplier. What do you have? What does that even mean? Ah! Cooking bits. Doing stuff things. I really do need to work up the other, like, crafty classes. Should just do that off stream. Just speed run that. Arms merchant. Purchase weapons, the lady. What do I have? Mine is an 86, so... Durium pistol, 184. Oh yeah. How does that look? Probably terrible. Oh, that's hideous. No, thank you. Good luck. Get you some sleep. Hopefully you'll do better than I did last night. Last night was miserable. I had to take a dose of melatonin along with a CBT gummy. Tradecraft primary tools? There we go. No, that one. 260. Farmers, blacksmith. Oh, I clicked the wrong one, didn't I? Tool supplier. Fieldcraft tools. Deep gold. Pickaxe. Really struggling here today. Okay. Wait. Is that the only pickaxe I have? Probably. No, Land King. There we go. 70. Exception 298. 71. 233. Okay. So these are not as good. What is my secondary one? Mind Kings, I believe. 70 with 264. Okay, yes, my stuff's better. Okay. And items, what has he got? Fishing bits, loads and loads of fishing bits, don't care. I mean, like, you would know immediately. They are not, like, they have kind of a smell to them for starters, but they also have an aftertaste. Like, you would know quite quickly. 640, so no, this is actually good. Bet, okay. Apothecary. Cool. Oh, hey, there's a market board literally right there. Well, that's lovely. Ah, that would explain why there's like all the other stuff over here. Unfortunately, since there's CBD and not like actual edibles, it's really more just like you're a bit mellow and wobbly. For those to whom melatonin doesn't work as well, a CBD gummy might be an option. New to the city, friend. I'm totally not Lionel. It's bragging on the mass of the markets. They give the district another official title, but I don't care. I mentioned stock a range of equipment for draws, such as yourself, so find something you decide shouldn't be a problem. Sorry, did you say drawn? Was that a... That seems racist. Durgan. Let's see, straighten this out. Who's two in front of us? The shorter one's a Hume. Taller one's an elf. Sturdy over there is a Galgant. That's the other one's a drawn, like you. Sour one. Large scale chaps, long tails and act phrase and livestock, that'd be the Zoon. Everything's the same, but slightly different. It's apparently not the name you know that now. I'm curious to know which region you come from. Same place as the cat. Don't get much further far than that. You got a lot of few. And despite the obvious learning, they floundered over the simplest things. Not to worry, you should find yourself confused by our language. I'll be here to answer your questions. And yes, not the wee kind, because unfortunately we're in Virginia, and those are not available to us. So, retainer, materia people, some rando, gemstone trader. Move along, lass. Nothing to say here. Rude. Don't need to fix my stuff. Alright, bet. Rock crystal to lick. Hey. Market board. Oh, the bell was on the other side of the market board. I missed it. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Hey. Would you like to restart your board? The bell does not seem to be functioning. Ah! Rude. How am I supposed to summon my rabbit? Your bells don't work. How do your bell not work? Does it not have a clapper? Alright, looks like we got another rock over here to lick, so we're gonna go do that. Go get this one. Alright. Stop. Internet. Style. We're gonna go this way, because there's one over there for the gates. And Amara lunch. Crystalline Mean, which I'm guessing is upstairs. Rock crystal, yeah. I like the cannon over there. Looks like there's a burb spot over there, which we definitely want to get. I've been meaning to check if I've missed a bird spot or something. No, I'm not quite sure if that's even a thing I need to worry about. It might be. I've seen people with that bird helmet and I want it. The XIV. Excedrin, it'll fix your headache right up. The Rotunda. Ah, yeah. See? Here, rock crystal. Got it. Yoink. Yay. Aged Amaro Tamer. Okay to come to our place. Hold on a second. There you have it. I added you to the register. There we go. Cool. I can now receive a chocobo should I need it. Ah, there we go. An Aethernet crystal for the crystalline mean. And I think that's everything. Should be everything. Cool. All gotten. Ah, script exchange. Can I get new... Oh yeah, they were not looking for new supplies this time either. Oh, wow, rude. New stuff's not up yet. Hot air. You're not part of the city yet. Right away. Alright, let's see this person. Ah, yes. Catless, the cat. The cat that deals with alchemy. Catless. You're not here. I guess you're new here. Elders. Well, for what it's worth, you've chosen a fine sanctuary. The XR can throw up a barrier if the Indians come knocking, so it's a damn sight safer in here. Safer and more civilized, too. Thanks to us in the main. We work together to procure materials. This is a place to visit if you need a comb and or a kettle forged. Orb. Just go thinking and I'll be handed to you on a plate. Like those Umuran layabouts. In the Crystarium, we work for a living. I see you're no stranger to honest labor. You don't have that whiff of indolence about you like some put 'em at. Still, can't quite pin down your profession. Where's it you're from? Bullets. My profession is bullets. For the exercise, I see. Well then, I'll work twice as hard to make you feel welcome. Our city wouldn't even exist without him, and any friend of his is a friend of ours. Look at that sky. It's awful. It's really quite incredible when you think about it. They say his grand magic summoned the tower in existence and pulled the entire thing out of thin air. It wasn't long before droves of refugees began congregating, desperate for shelter after losing everything. That's how the Crystarium began. As the Eckhart's invitation, buildings started coming up. The help of some curious relics brought forth from the tower, the place gradually expanded. Orb. He said he stood here for decades, yet the eldest among us swear the Exart looks exactly the same as he did back then. He is indeed a man of mysteries. Our secrecy, he's never let us down. If he and you wish to remain silent about your homeland, then folk here respect your wishes. I am, however, more than curious to see any talent you have. Alright. Just ask for us, and I'll find you a niche here. You can help us keep the cogs of the city greased and turning. You've learned about the life here. Yeah. Cool. Recording node. Ah, I did call it. It is a node. Ah, it's busted. Alright, let's go back over to the Dorsal Gate. Now we'll go here. Wait, did I click the right one? I didn't. Ta-da! Let's go talk to the boyo. What'd you learn? I learned stuff. I learned things. I learned stuff and things. Which was necessary to help you figure things out. As for the origin, you may have known the details of Squad's structure. In fact, the same as one you know from the source, transported from the person's entirely. It's my first attempt at breaching the boundaries, something of a trial run for your eventual crossing. Although I do not know from which era I tore it from, I do know its arrival served to set the wheels of fate in motion. Cool. Now that was at 385 gear. And let's see, Shire at 60, it's 270. So what I should do is change to Marauder and open it now. Oh, it only gives me the vending. Okay. Well, fair enough. Oh, yeah. I'll have to do that each time, I know. Those requests to learn something in the world which we now it's time to fill my eye bargain and explain what happened. I should rather have in the quarters, however. I must go ahead of the tower and organize a few things. Just like that, then Grahatia is... I'm not familiar with the name. Is there someone I should know? Which trying to tell, but I'm afraid I found no such individual residing in the tower when it passed into my care. Perhaps we could revisit that mystery another time. Rockin' guitar music. Right through with it. Into the Crystal Tower. Aye aye. Now, as memory serves, Grahatia should have been the cat boy.
Welcome to the Ocular,
The red-haired cat boy from when I first experienced the Crystal Place.
I have much to explain.
During the Alliance
truths
raids.
Which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind.
Honors.
Now, I am sure you are destined to know the fate of your fellow scions.
That's kind of why I'm here, yes.
To put it simply, they are here in the first. Their arrival, however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the source.
So what you're saying is we've got new models for everybody.
In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the first, and the reverse could also be true. The pace fluctuates without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted.
Oh, neat.
That said, we seem to be entering a period of near equivalence, and thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time.
Overly concerned.
As for your companions, however, Yustola and Urianger have dwelled here for 3 winters, all told, while Thancred's count stands at 5.
Well, he was the first to come
Even
over.
More recent arrivals, Alphino and Alize, have lived in the first for almost a year.
Oh, so everybody's here at least.
My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well.
Yes, daughters.
As they were not the object of their transference was incomplete. Though they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are in truth merely spirits that one can see and touch.
There's rivals.
Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not. Much as it grieves me, they are stranded here, unable to return.
Huh, that's awkward. The crystal tower's in both places. Can't you use that as an anchor to bring them back over? Yeah, what have they been doing,
We
buddy?
spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least.
Oh, I bet her ranger was just chewing your
As you may
freaking
have
ear off.
surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision
Ranger.
he had witnessed during his
I'm not
journey
calling it
to
Urianger. That's too French even for me.
In that chaotic no man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways.
He said the war.
What Urianger saw was the future. That which would one day come to pass. In his
He read the
vision
script.
tomorrow, the first was rejoined with the source.
Awkward.
This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity and the deaths of countless multitudes.
Oh, excuse me.
Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He watched you die.
Well, you did almost get me dead earlier with Zenos, so I'm gonna blame you for that one.
And thus did the Scions embrace their exile, and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours. Their souls are stranded in the first, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction.
Well, that means... Well, no, actually, he did just say that I'm able to teleport
For it was
completely.
they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity.
Why?
Considering these circumstances of our meeting, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events.
Yes, where's the other Scions?
And so, before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and hear the tale from their lips. I shall of
Lips.
course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand.
So go find these people in different
I promise
areas.
I will not rest
We need to
until I
make sure
have
that you
found
go
a way
around
down
all over the
threats from
place and
Earth.
get new zones.
What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least?
Depends. Do you have money? Does your Jill make no? Does it wiggle back
You
and
will
forth?
not regret this. With that settled, we shall have to see about getting you ready for the road.
That sounds rude.
Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort. While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
I already went around the city. Here's my cool entryway. We have no furniture. Alright, we'll just collect all these things. Available independence, which in turn is the perfect. Our path will take us past the markets, and I was hoping to give you an introduction to the rest. Come on. You literally just made me go to all these places. Why am I going to them twice? This is probably one of those things where it was added later. Hey, how's it going, Aeon? Look! I'm finally out of Stormblood. I'm in the Crystarium. I'm out of Stormblood. Soon I'll be able to get new and exciting gear. Eventually. I'm literally level 90, so.
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium.
Ah,
What you might need to prepare for your journeys can be purchased here.
that's why the guy doesn't want to say the name of it. That's excessive.
Ah, yes. You must be curious about the currency. Fear not. the gil you carry will serve you well enough.
Okay.
Each nation once minted its own coins, but 'twas all a jumbled mess following the flood.
Yeah, I bet. Everybody
After
dying
much
and all that.
debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal.
Hmm.
As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil, a word borrowed from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here.
Oh, yeah, neat.
And as our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice.
See, that's nice. An in-universe explanation for why everyone has the same money.
A standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here, or near enough not to matter. Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower, some of which may be familiar to you.
Oh. Hey, it's tombstones. Allegan tombstones, which look like cell phones now that they're showing a zoom in on them. Implying that Allegans were in this world too.
But I fear it would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your home world.
I can just teleport.
Avan Kerm Sin?
Yes, I'm here. Of course I'm here. What amusements do you have for me today?
Oh, I hate that. I hate everything about
dear
that.
Feo Ul, paragon of pixie kind. For you, I have the most vital task. This fine lady is a friend from a distant realm. And we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from her home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
Great, I'm gonna get bothered by a fairy.
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift. How wonderfully exciting. What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did. You've the heart of a pixie, you do.
This is a little sad because it's very clearly a guy doing a feminized voice, and it's not done well.
But answer me this, traveler. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails?
Yes? Check self. Yes.
Just as I thought. Then you've a good stout connection with your home through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass.
Okay.
From this moment forth I will be your Isne Fis, and you my Sne Yak. Like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other.
Okay.
Raise your hand.
Sure. Okay. This is just a thing, huh? Ooh, sparkly.
'Tis done. We are bound now, dearest sapling. Come then. Make your request. Tell me your desire. I wish to visit this world of yours.
Okay, you're gonna need to tone it down, like, a lot.
Mayhap her message to your friends in the source to inform them of your safe arrival.
You're at, like, a 12, and I need you to be at, like, a 2. I feel like I need to send it to Krill because Krill can understand animals. But also, I should probably send it to Tater because she's was there when I zonked out. So we're gonna go with Tater.
Consider it done.
Plus, Tater is also the one that can talk to everybody else, so we'll just send it to Tater.
As you heard, that was Feo Ul of the Pixies. Their kind possess an affinity for magic akin to that of arcane beings.
Sure.
They rarely show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by Pixie standards, and seems to have taken a liking to the Crystarium.
Weird.
Right, we were going to organize a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
So how's it going, Aeon? You been up to much? I know a new patch just dropped recently, so those people at the end game can enjoy new stuff. Lots of your pack today. You now have access to delivery moogles, market boards, and bells with first. There we go. Cool. Hooray! Alright, that means I can summon people and stuff and things. Good, getting ready to... Oh, hey! Congrats! Well, I assume congrats. I hope it means that you are moving to a nicer apartment and a better place to be. Oh, do I? Well, it is in the matter of accommodation. Your private area, the minutes for the duration of your stay will be increased to fit. If you retire, the manager will show you the motors. You had some call, we deny the company like it or not, but peaceful dreams are trending nonetheless. That's good, that's gonna be nicer. Yeah, the plan is for me and the wife to, like June or July when our lease is up, to move as well. Plan to go live near my sister-in-law. Which should be a pretty decent apartment, and should be like 25-30% cheaper than what we're paying here in rent, so that'll be real nice. Pretty. Huh. That doesn't seem ominous at all.
I know you. You're the warrior of light from the source.
Yay. Why are you mad at me? Damn, dude, watch your weapons.
What? Did you just... You can hear me?
Ah.
Oh, gods, how long has it been?
Yeah, time fast is funny in different worlds.
That was what I called myself in your world. The warrior of darkness.
Yeah.
My real name is Ardbert. I used an alias in the source. A daft one, looking back.
Yeah, we sent you back this way, like a while ago.
If you recall my tale, it was my comrades and I who caused the flood. We thought our home doomed. And so we listened to the Asians. Let them guide us to the source and try to hasten their goddamned ardor.
You were doing a pretty good job of it, too, until we kicked your butt.
I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia.
It's not Minfilia anymore.
Listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the first.
That's just Heidelin with a meat puppet.
The flood was poised to swallow Norvrant. Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away. Leaving me to bear witness.
Yeah. Sounds like you need to get good, Aardvark.
Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood?
Bro, I'm not from around here. I don't know shit.
Years. 100 long years.
Oh, he's been going crazy. Got it. Yep. So he's just a soul, just like with the Scions. Except he can't touch stuff.
Find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear.
Wow.
I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift.
So Heidelin couldn't even punt him partly over. Crystal XR could 10 people over.
I feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges.
Yeah, 100 years of isolation will do that to you. It's called madness, buddy.
Bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room. Why is it that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that?
Apparently dealing with your PTSD. But also, the Crystal X art fucked up.
You were summoned to save the first. A waste of time. This world is beyond saving, like those who try to save it.
Hey. You idiots killed Minfilia, so you better do something useful.
Maybe I've not forgotten that. But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this God's forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured.
You really endured, did you?
I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end. Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light.
I'd rather you didn't. That sounds weird.
Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
I do like the hero doing heroic things causing the apocalypse accidentally. That is a nice touch. Here in my room, it's a stately room. It's larger than my old room, so that's pretty neat. Here in Crystara, doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Alright. Don't take me out of there. I want to put some stuff. I did. Dag blast it. I wanted to put some stuff into my thing. Pardon me. Step 1, rabbit. Go. Oh, they're gonna talk to me the whole time while I'm here. Oh. No. That's terrible. Alright, well. Get my pittance from them. Go away. And we're gonna go here. Wait, Duressa. There we go. Let's store some things. Scion Traveler's Mask. Aye. And alright, I need to do more Rathless runs. And Travelers. Alright, I got those Wild Rose ones. Alliance Trousers of Aiming. And Travelers. And Pantalettes. Oh, this one's already sold. Cool, I can sell that one then. Traveler Boots with fur. And that's the only thing that matters. Yeah. Alright, so what was that? That was Griffin Skin Pantalettes. We're going to figure out how much that goes for. Gotten some items while I was, oof, I'm full up on tombstones. Huh. Alright, so we're gonna go over here, we're gonna sell Let's see how much those pantalettes go for, since I've gotten some stuff from doing the, what's it? The tower place. House of the Dead. Alright, so... And we have Griffin skin pantalettes. Oh boy! Alright, 65k it is. Which ones do I have? I have just regular, yes. That's fine. 65k. Summon the rabbit. Put those up for some good money. Sell items. And here we go. 65,000. Coin. Cool. Alright. Now then. Yes. Beep, boop, boop, beep, doop, boop, doo, doo, doo. Sell. Oh, right. I wanted to check on that Cooper Nickel because it's probably not worth anything, but you never know. Cooper Nickel. And we're going to go with 4. Yeah. Alright, well, maybe we could put it up for 200. Just undercut somebody because I had a bunch of the stuff. There you go. Alright. Now then. I'm going to teleport. Hey Doom, how's it going? How was work today, Doom? I have finally made it to Shadowbringers. I am in a new expansion.
How did you find your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest?
No, it's bright and sunny all the time.
I was not aware the room was haunted, and you were rather tired. Well, should you receive another visitation, be sure to let me know.
Bro, why are you acting like Ghost ain't real? You literally teleported me from another world. Boss left, that's always a good sign.
This map shows the lands of Northrend, the only area to be spared the flood of light.
Ah, okay, so it's a whole, like, area, not just a single city. Got it.
The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland. To the north is the fairy kingdom of Il-Meg. That is where you'll find Urianger.
Il-Meg? Why is she ill?
To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak-Tika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest.
Ah, not Gordania.
Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty.
Rude.
As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium. Alphino is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness.
Yeah.
For his part in
Not
furthering
old
our
off.
cause, Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement.
Oh, you did play the Power. How'd you like it, Doom?
Alize, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armorang. They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin Eaters. In contrast to her brother, Alize felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and thus she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our foe.
Well, Alice would be good at that. She learns good from stabbing.
So, will it be Calicia or Armoraine? It matters not which you choose to visit first.
Yeah, that sounds right, too.
And I will see to it that you are provided with a suitable mount.
Yeah, you know, my thing really was just making sure, like, we hadn't found out if it had been made with generative AI, because there was some rumbling about that. And that's really the only thing that mattered to me about that. Because, like, it's Pokemon with guns thing, it's like, well, it's an open world survival crafting game. Like, that is a niche that needed to be filled. And if it's not being provided, someone will do it. And someone did. So, there you go. But, if it has been made with generative AI, that is a whole separate ballgame. Because that means all of that is out the window. That is fruit of the poison tree kind of thing. So, at least so far, that has not come into play. So, that is good. Yes, exactly. And so if they hadn't disclosed it, it could have been thrown off Steam. Generative AI, in particular like ChatGPT and those asshats, are in court right now because generative AI is a theft engine. It was built off of stolen assets, it's made from stolen materials, and it only functions because of stolen materials. So if it was made off of generative AI, and even if you didn't care about that, that means that since they are losing in court and they are desperately trying to get exemptions from copyright laws because the only way they can even exist is from stolen goods, when they get slapped down because they're actually being sued by large companies as opposed to people, so, you know, the government actually cares about it, that means that anything built off of generative AI can just go right out the window. So even if you don't care about that kind of thing, that still means that if it goes sideways, the thing that you cared about and spent a lot of time enjoying, and your money as well, goes right out the window. So everybody should care about generative AI because it's a giant fucking scam that is going to screw up a lot of stuff before it dies. And so there was some concern that Pal World was associated with that. It's already burst. And so the thing is, one of the biggest things that the scam people like to say is, oh, it's inevitable. It's going to happen just like cameras did away with blah, blah, blah. No. Like, it's not inevitable. The thing that's inevitable is that it will die. It was built off of stolen stuff. It only exists off of stolen stuff. To keep functioning requires such ludicrous amounts of power and water that it literally cannot keep functioning. And on top of all of that, because it's been flooding so much stuff with its garbage generated stuff, it is now scraping the internet like it's been doing and stealing stuff like it's been doing, and is scraping its own things that it's been generating, which means it's becoming inbred and getting worse. So the thing that's inevitable is it fucking up and going sideways. That's what's inevitable. Just brief surveys. It'll take a few minutes of time. Well, let's then return here and tell me your thoughts on the code. Crap. Yeah, people have been using Twitter as a good example of dead internet theory because, like, you know, there'll be a post and there's 10 responses, 7 of which are bots. And, like, There is some of that. And a big thing that I have a gripe with is, as part of the scam for the stupid AI stuff, and that's why I keep saying generative AI. A big part of the scam is because generative AI likes to associate itself with other things that are real and do actually function. So when we say AI, they're trying to associate themselves with what's called machine learning. Now, machine learning has been around for quite a while, and machine learning is actually a functional thing that does good stuff. They used it to try and search for alien signals via SETI. Machine learning helps with folding proteins to figure out whether or not medicines will work. That kind of stuff is machine learning. It is different. They keep trying to call that AI along with generative AI because machine learning is functional and does something and people know about it. Generative AI is not functional. It is a theft engine and it lies. It quite literally makes things up. Generative AI is both more and less advanced than the autofill you have on your keyboard. When you type on your cell phone and it tries to sell you what things you should add next, that is actually machine learning, but it is also more functional than generative AI, because that machine learning is just raw statistical analysis of this is what you say most likely after the word you just typed. So machine learning, while it is technically an artificial intelligence, machine learning is just a statistical analysis of you and what you type, and it gets better off of you. Now, generative AI just makes crap up. Generative AI is, it takes a whole bunch of stuff, throws it into Blender, and tries to make something up as close as it thinks it can get to what you have put in for the prompt. And it requires massive data sets, tons of computation, a lot of power and water, and it will most likely be wrong because most of it is based off of things like the tags that people have attached, the metadata for the words or the photos and things like that, which means it also requires a crap ton of extra people to work on the inputs. So it is incredibly non-functional on every level because it was never designed to be a tool to assist people. It was never meant to be a tool to reinforce things or make things better. It was made entirely as a business decision to try and make the no create only get money, because people are a cost. And if you can get rid of a cost while still getting the money, you win. That's capitalism. So what generative AI was designed for from the ground up was to get rid of whoever it was pretending to be in order so that the company can make the money while paying no one. And in fact, some of the quote-unquote generative AIs have actually been found to just be poor people getting paid in other countries pretending to be an AI. But ones like ChatGPT and OpenAI are entirely designed negatively. They are designed to steal, blend, and then create nothings in an attempt to make the bare minimum they're able to make the money. And that's all they're for. And they will never be able to create or innovate or do anything functional because they're not designed to. They're designed to destroy and get rid of, because that was the intent from the start. And to anybody who says that they're not a big deal and they're inevitable and it's just like the camera, those are false equivalents. The camera was not invented to get rid of painters. It was not intended to get rid of artists. And it wasn't even intended to get rid of anything. It was intended to do what a lot of them like to pretend to say, to give more to more people. A camera is a tool to allow a human being to show their frame of reference, their point of view, and to be able to create. It was a tool to allow more innovation. Generative AI is a tool designed to take away that innovation. It is designed to make sure that no one can get anything, because if a person puts in time and effort and skill to create and learn and get good at art, and they have just now been able to start trying to get paid basic minimum wages for that time, effort, and skill that goes into it, and you come along with a thing and you say, I can do 90% of their ability, so I don't have their skill, but it takes me no effort and no time to do it, so it will cost way less. Do you really think that they're going to pay you the same amount as they would pay that artist when they don't even pay that artist for their time, effort, and skill? No, of course not. They're going to pay you even less. That's the point. And again, for anybody who thinks it doesn't matter, remember, there are attempts at doing the AI for everything you can conceive of. For writing, for art, to generate an animation, to generate voices. Do you like streamers? Do you like to watch YouTube videos? Do you want to look at things when you go on your drive to work? All of that is done by creative people, one way or another. And generative AI wants none of that. So to call it inevitable, when not only is it already doomed to fail, but even at its intended thing, it is already inbreeding and getting worse. Do you know what the most common thing you're going to see in the world is? You're going to see stuff in English, in Chinese dialects like Mandarin and Cantonese, and East Indian. I do not know the languages for there, but those are the three largest amount of things you're going to see, either by population or by volume on the internet. So guess what? If you don't speak one of those things and everything starts going to generative AI, that's what's going to be one of the main things. It's going to be one of those three. And if you don't know those, you're out. Inevitably, you stop being able to understand because it's not the same thing anymore. You look on the internet and you start seeing nothing but white women at the same angle with a weird all-over light and a strange yellowish-orange tint to it. Well, that was inevitable, because that's what it's going to be scraping from Facebook, from Instagram, from freaking Twitter, because that's what a lot of the pictures are going to look like. So it's going to go, and it's going to scrape those. So that's inevitable. They're going to look a little weird, though. They're going to have extra fingers. Facial features are going to stop being right, because it's inevitable. It's feeding off itself, and that's the only thing that's there. And it's going to get worse until eventually it stops being English or Chinese or East Indian, because it's been feeding off itself, and it doesn't actually understand anything, which is a key component. It's not intelligence. It is artificial. It is literally just a blender that stolen things come out and a puree comes out of it. But at the end, yeah, it's inevitable that it's going to be garbage, and it's going to be useless, and it's going to start producing stuff that's less and less and less sensible. It's already doing that. People are already trying to sneak AI into here, there, and everywhere. Wizards of the Coast was caught with it. Not only with their own stuff, but in their books that made it to publishing, because the companies don't care, and they're not paying attention until they get called out for it, until they lose money. That's actually why some of the lawsuits are in place right now. New York Times is suing because ChatGPT wouldn't exist if it wasn't capable of stealing every article they publish. Microsoft is suing them. There's been 2 separate AI attempts at making music, both of which were quashed because everyone's favorite mafia, the RIAA, already blasted 2 of them into the ground. They didn't even last a year. Because while people have been arguing and people have been making a big deal about this for a long time, as they should, the people behind things like ChatGPT, OpenAI, that is $1 billion worth of investment on a thing that literally cannot function and will only doom itself. But boy does it look real good to investors. You don't have to pay people ever again, and you can just churn out infinite Marvel movies for free, because we can AI the CGI, we can AI the writing, we can AI the music involved, we can AI the actors. They're dead? Doesn't matter. We have their face. So you don't even have the right to die if AI gets its way. Not that it'll actually look like you. It'll look like you off of Temu. And it'll sound like an impersonation of you done by somebody with a head cold. And probably from the wrong country. But, you know, close enough. And we don't actually care. You know, we as a company don't actually care. It's good enough. It's good enough. But that's the point. The point is to remove everyone and everything involved with it. No create, only consume. So that is the inevitability that they want. And that's the inevitability that they're trying to sell with that scam. Because it is just a scam. It's literally doomed to die. It was intended to die. It can't not. But what it can do before it dies is horrifically mangle everything around it. And it already is. Do you like computers? Do you like to play a game console? Perhaps you'd consider using a phone. All of those things are already getting maimed by generative AI. Do you know how it's hard to get graphics cards? That started with crypto and NFTs, and the same people jumped right into using them for generative AI. So the same scammers are trying to do the same scam the 3rd time. It is so devastatingly crappy to run and so poorly done that they are literally having to change the way they make your graphics cards to try and add more stuff to them to make AI run ever so slightly better so it won't melt through the fucking floor. So they're literally screwing up the development of your hardware for some scam artist to try and run their bullshit. So you want to say it's inevitable? No, but it will devastate a lot before it dies. So what we as consumers need to do is watch everything, unfortunately, and when it is confirmed, because these scam artists can't not talk about how much they love using it, don't touch it. If Pal World came out today and said, yeah, we use generative AI on it, what are you going to do? I'm going to go to Steam and I'm going to refund my game. And Steam, most likely, since they didn't disclose using AI, is going to freaking block it on Steam. Now, Epic, because they obviously made a deal with them behind the scenes to put it on the Unreal 5 engine, as well as put it on the Epic servers, will probably put it on the Epic Game Store and try and keep it afloat, because they're a little bit fuddly about AI. But I don't use Epic that much, and everyone should stop using Epic if they do that. Plain and simple. It's not that hard. There are a couple of games here lately that, I mean, the Mouse 88 one also turned out to be a neo-Nazi playground, so that was real easy to boycott, but they used AI on their stuff, asset flips, and AI voices, so that was a boycott from the start. There is one of those Battle Royale FPSs on the Epic Games Store, and that is using AI stuff in it, so I will never play it, because fuck 'em. It's not hard. It's a damn shame. I actually stopped watching Corridor Digital. Arguably for a while, one of my favorite YouTube channels to watch, because they went into how CG is done, how graphic design is done. They talked with animators and movie people. They talked with stunt people and broke down how the choreography was done and stuff. And I loved watching their things. They cultivated a massive amount of connections with people all throughout all different types of creative fields. And then they immediately started doing AI stuff. And the first thing they said was, no, the AI good, just like any other AI shill. And the first thing they did with it, after saying, oh, it's actually very good, it can help a lot, and blah, 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 first thing they did was, so we created a thing where we stole another artist's art style and told it to do the whole thing for us in their art style. Literally, straight off the bat. This can only be useful for stealing. Absolute just clown show. And yeah, it did come out on the Game Pass. Good. Like I said, my only real concern was whether or not it used AI with it, because saying it's just Pokemon with guns and saying it's derivative, that's a very subjective thing. It's filling a niche. It's filling a niche that was underserved because over 4 million people bought it in the first week. So yeah, open world survival game with cute critters and guns is a niche that hasn't been filled, clearly. So that's fine. Now, are the numbers getting a little bit of a boost because it's on Game Pass? Probably, but you know what? That's the point of Game Pass, to get people to be able to try games they wouldn't otherwise do and help boost sales for developers. It's a win-win on both sides. So, yeah. But yeah, I feel like that's not a big hurdle to clear. Like, I feel like that shouldn't be a difficult thing. Don't use the theft engine to make your game because you're stealing shit. And also, you're opening yourself up to have everything taken away from you. I feel like that's not hard, but here we are. Yeah, like it's done massive. It apparently hit the second highest concurrent player count on Steam, period. So, like, yeah. The thing is, like, people like open world survival crafting games. And there haven't been any of those for a good while. The last ones to really come out that have been like full-fledged fun, like I said, full-fledged, really. Like, you got DayZ, you got 7 Days, you got Arma 3, Ark is a giant scam engine, so nobody's on that. And like, that's pretty much it right there. Like, it's been a little bit since there's been a good full-fledged one. Valheim was very good, but Valheim was also made by like one dude and had kind of a limited scale, and that was all they were going to be able to do. Small group, small folks. So they made a small game, which is good. They should. They made a great game. It was very tight. It was well made. The other thing too, you know, they want to joke about it being Pokemon with guns, but let's face it, Pokemon hasn't launched with a functional game in years. There's been so many problems. Like, they will launch and just be awful. But Palworld launched and it ran. Now, some of that, yes, is because it's on the Unreal 5 engine. It's hard to make Unreal 5 not work at launch. That's why they put the Lego Fortnite thing on it. Because it's a solid engine. They want to make it the Walmart of engines, and that's its own separate problem. But they put out a game that functioned at launch. It was a game that worked out of the batch, and the only problem they really encountered was just that Epic, because it's on Epic servers, did not assume that they would need as many servers as they desperately needed to turn on. So they had to have an emergency meeting with Epic to beg them to please give more servers, please, thanks, because they made 4 million sales in a week. That's a fine problem to have. The game itself worked. You could do a single player offline, you could do a 4-player co-op, or you could do up to 32 on servers. And it worked. Pokemon hasn't fucking worked in a long time. At all. Period. And it's so astonishing to me that people are surprised. Pokemon Arceus did great. People really wanted to like that game. It ran like ass. The most recent Pokemon, people really wanted to like it. It was an open world Pokemon game. Finally, it ran like ass. The sandwich mechanic was stupid as fuck, half-baked, and barely functioned either. And that was a fundamental thing for the new game. So yeah, people do want it. And Arc runs like shit. They took away half the content, and they're trying to sell you more Arc. They also turned off your Arc. So if you didn't buy the new Arc, your old Arc stopped working. So yeah, Arc shot itself in the face. So there's just not that much stuff going on in that thing. It's not even fair to say it's Pokemon with guns because it's an entirely different style of game. It's an open world survival crafting thing, and catching the pals is secondary. You could just as well have called this a Factorio clone, because that's part of what you're doing. You're setting up machinery. Just happens to have cute critters attached. People like cute critters. There hasn't been a cute critter game for a while. So yeah, there's so many subjective things that were serving really just a cloud. The only objective thing that needed to be talked about. Yeah, it's not even that they won't invest enough. They are overwhelmingly putting too much on their developers. There is no reason why they should have put multiple mainline Pokemon games out in the same year. Not only because children don't have that kind of money to get multiple mainline Pokemon games in the same year, but also there is no way that they have enough developers to make all of those games, because they didn't do the same things in those games. They don't have the same assets and the same engine and a lot of the other stuff working in them, because they're creating entirely new terrains and everything in those two games. So there's no way they could have had the full amount of development time to work on those games. And it shows. Those games didn't function. You want to tell me one of your 3 starters, well, this is not this most recent game, but the last game, one of your 3 starter Pokemon is the Flaming Bunny Rabbit. The Flaming Bunny Rabbit is soccer themed. It has a move that is unique to the Flaming Bunny Rabbit, and you don't have animations for a unique move for a starter Pokemon when you put the game out. That is what's happening to them. They are drowning themselves in too much work and not enough people so that they can't possibly finish the games. And my only hope is Nintendo, being a Japanese company, is so far behind in any kind of internet stuff. I believe that Nintendo won't use generative AI because I don't think that the higher-ups will even know it exists until it dies. At least for Nintendo. Now, Square Enix, on the other hand, has one guy who's a dipshit, and he is all in on NFTs for reasons well after the bubble has burst. Thankfully, though, that guy and the people that make Final Fantasy XIV are 2 separate things. And Final Fantasy XIV, as one of the only money makers for Square Enix, is allowed to just be off on the side doing their own thing. And that is probably the only thing that has saved Square Enix. Flat out. is the fact that the Final Fantasy XIV team, and Yoshi P in particular, have enough clout to just tell them to go fuck off. But yeah, Pokemon is very stuck in its ways because it's an old Japanese company, and it is doing too much with too little. They don't have enough people, they don't have enough time, and they're trying to do multiple mainline games. When people also, like, there is so much untapped everything in Pokemon. There is, like, how many people would play a Pokemon, like, pet sim game where you get to raise your little Pokemon and play with it and stuff like that, just interact with it? You're telling me that a Pokemon-themed Tamagotchi on your cell phone wouldn't make them $1 billion at launch? No freaking way. It's stuff like that. There is so much untapped everything in Pokemon. It's ludicrous. A lot of times people don't even want, like, people would have wanted a Pokemon open world survival game. Just like a survival crafting game, just like Power World, just set in Pokemon. You don't even need the guns and all that stuff. Just being able to exist and explore the world and interact with stuff. People want that. People want the freaking pet games. You know what people remember from Sonic Adventure Battle 2? The damn Chow Garden. That is the stuff that, like, there is so many untapped everything. But if it doesn't have the chance to make all the money forever, they don't touch it. But you know what? If you make 75% of the money on 100 things, you've made more money than you'll ever make on that one that you make 100% of the money on. Just fucking expand. Do anything. Literally anything. Yeah, see, even Doom spent a ton of time on the Chow Gardens. The wife would literally kill someone to have a modern day Chow Garden thing. Ah. But anyways, I'm supposed to be playing Final Fantasy XIV. I'm sorry, I kind of went off on a whole freaking tangent there. Yeah, like we had a vital decision. They can't transport as much as the chocobo drawn carriage cost, but the time saved by that really fly more than makes up for that. There's no faster way to get to settlements. The primary for loading goods, transports, sea launch bomber extends behind you. If you want them to carry you rather than a parcel, that can be arranged as well. You need to only speak to sabers that can respect. Not come an opportunity to ride. A whole lot of recommended so it's more comfortable and looks, so in the softness of their coats. There we go. But yeah, I mean, like, stuff like people want Dungeon Keeper, and Dungeon Keeper wants infinite money, so they're out. There is just anybody could make a Dungeon Keeper style game now, and people would love it. People would eat it up. There are so many things where, I mean, like, look at Vampire Survivor. It sold over 1 million copies. It spawned a genre. It's one guy wanted to do an idea. Just try something out. And there you are. Your ballistics is to maintain the weapon used in the defense of Crystarian. The crystal cannons. Artillery unleash blasts of purity. They're drawn from the crystal itself. The power they boast will even obliterate most Cineators. Slightly unfortunate they're so difficult to aim, but that's not in addition. A few more cannons get solved. Hard to aim, but if you have 100 of them, you can blow anything out of the sky. Thank you, Doom. Alright. Fair. Also, Doom, since the wife is very excited about this and has been wanting to do this, please accept that quest. Let's pick a random thing that she has marked in the Book of Terrible Things. So this book is The History of Hentai Manga, an expressionist examination of era manga by Kim Yurito. Doom says no. Alright, fair Doom. She's napping, I'll give you that one. Alright, I'll do that another time. But yeah, it just, like I said, for me, that was really the thing, was just waiting to see. Like, you know, Lethal Company is a relatively simple game with a relatively simple premise, made on a small scale with a clear idea of what they wanted to do. That game outsold Modern Warfare 3, a AAA game that was put out with not enough dev time, with no caring about who's playing it, and the intent of taking away something that you already own. Because that's the hot new thing to do now. You make the new thing where you turn off the old thing, because you're just renting stuff from game people. And so they put out a nothing burger that was intended to just be an expansion, and they tried to sell it as a full price game, destroyed their community with it, and sold almost nothing. Lethal Company was like, hey, what if you did like a silly fun time game where you pick stuff up and there are silly things that happen and you can play with your friends. We also have a microphone that that the creatures in the game can hear you. That's it. It was a simple enough premise. And boy, it's hilarious. It's some good shit. Allowing people to play together and have fun, and that's the whole intent of the game? Brilliant! They did great. One furry on the internet that wanted to have fun with their friends, and Shazam, they've started a whole new type of game. Astute artisan. Not me, I couldn't help but notice you have the posture of one who's trained to watch the techniques made by your assistants. Friend of mine, as we join the guard, you see, I was hoping to put my skills to work crafting armor more durable than standard fair, which lies stationed out in England. I have measurements, of course, but I find myself unsure of which parts of the garment need to be reinforced, which will hang a bit loose for mobility's sake. Okay. Thank you. Will you show me the usual battle stance? Alright. Slash battle stance. Is it just one word? Yeah. Great asset. And, oh man, they have modded the ever-loving heck out of it. I appreciate a lot that they've just modded the heck out of it. That's the thing, like even Power World is like, hey, we're gonna allow to have mods and stuff in our game. And like, yeah, the first thing that people are like, alright, so this thing I don't really like this and it's not as fun for people in multiplayer, so we're gonna mod this to change it. And this thing, like, I'll give them credit. There's already a lot of things that you can adjust when you make a server to play with people, and that's great. That allows for a lot of customization and a lot of just like, I'm having fun with my friends, I don't want to make this a second job kind of adjustments you can do, which Ark never had for the longest time until you just modded it and did it your dang self. So that's really appreciated. And the first thing I saw from one of the Nexus mods was just giving you even more things to mod, like how many stat points you get when you level up and things like that. Cool. Bet. And of course there was the inevitable change the models to look like Pokemon, because of course there was. Hold on a moment, Sinner. You're not from around here. Wow, rude. That's well, that used to be it. So as far as dreams go, it's a lot more realistic. Danger lurks in every corner and around every bend. Even so, this Sinner's got nose of steel. For explorer, Eldrath. There's no land too distant or place too forbidden, aye? Notice I spy poking your back? A log, if I'm mistaken, good. Ah, this is the guy to go look at stuff. Yeah, okay, fair. This is the go look at things guy. The collection of wondrous experience you can have with me. Go find vistas, stare at them, get free experience. Sightseeing log expanded. Yay. Alright. Cool. New thing added. Alright, yeet! There's no fall damage. I appreciate that there's no fall damage. I like being able to just leap off of things. Notice the staff is primarily Zoom. That is because, as formerly an automatic trade, the Zoom developed the majority of techniques. I must pride myself with not only knowledge of my trade, but also the ability to pardon others. Cool. That you've come here and gazed with such bright and eager eyes, and let me know one thing. You are an aspiring breeder. Am I? I was naturally interested in having the secrets are not for the initiative, so I'm afraid you only start with the basics. We need to clean the stables. Ah, rude. I just walked over here to talk to you, dude, and get some money. Oh well, here we go. Chickens! Why am I in the chicken coop? These are not the other things. Unsavory slime. Now we are, of course, far too leveled for being in this area. Actually, let's check something. Probably won't let me turn this in when I do it. We'll find out. I'm probably too low level to turn this in. I really need to be able to farm levels on my Marauder since this is my off class, but take this bunch of sackets or strewn over in Sweet Steve. Okay. A dirty trick. Cry for help, dirty trick, okay. I should probably unlock the warrior. I mean, I have Marauder because sorry, my brain will catch up in a second. I did whatever the one class was. Wait. Oh dear. Is Marauder the starting class? Have I just been on the wrong thing? I feel like I have been on the wrong... I'll ask when the ad ends. Unfortunately enough, experience is filled with poop. Yeah, from the chocobo. You want to target him? Yeah, sure. Well, root vegetables are like animals, and they do eat quite a bit. Yeah, well. Yep, see, can't turn it in. Alright, ad's over. Okay, is Marauder the lower tier one and Warriors like the evolved version? Have I been leveling up the wrong thing? Let's see, it won't let me turn it in, will it? Yep, it won't let me turn it in. That's fair. Marauder's the base class. Yep. Yep. And let me guess, at 30, it's unlocked to be able to go to Warrior. Have I actually been forgetting to do the wrong thing? I thought for some reason I had to go 50. Ah, for heaven's sakes, I did it again. Okay. But to my shock, you did what I asked, and I thought to myself, surely catch on if you had no reason. Take this payment for your efforts. Yes. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I did that before with getting Paladin, where I thought that I had to level up to 50 to get Paladin, and you only needed to be 30. Ah. Yeah. Oops. Okay. Well, I'll do that off stream then. I, for some reason, thought it was 50. Why do I still think it's 50? If all of them are like that, it's at 30? Oh, I know why. I did at one point play Final Fantasy XI for a long time. That's why I think it's 50 instead of 30. Alright. You appear to have any gaming rooms, and are you here for a tincture perhaps? If so, I'm afraid it'll take some time. No, some of them was 50, I think. I think Paladin was 50. Yes, we I do illustrate my own urgent need of someone to go to the Hortorium and get some cuttings and nectar. Okay. Go to Hortorium. Ah, that's what I'm thinking of then. Yes. I remember 50 was the farthest I got. I went to level 50 as a paladin, and that was as far as I played. It was one of those I got out of it what I wanted to kind of deal. Played it a bunch, had fun with the guild, bred chocobos. I was like, yeah, I'm done. And then I left. It was fine. I just didn't like not being able to go anywhere solo. Like having to have a party to do like anything. That kind of bummed me out. That's why I ended up not playing it anymore. Dumped 10 years into it. Yeah, I know a lot of people really loved it. Brightly colored bushy plants. I recommend you take a cutting from the tallest one. As for nectar, you'll need to ask one of the researchers at the cauldron for that. Switch to 12 note. I'd be interested to hear that the Dawn Fatale as well as a few plants just survived from the time before flood. Then they are kept solely for their beauty, which I agree is quite remarkable. Time since we've experimented with various cultivars to intensify their healing properties, and they're now used in a variety of medicine. Alright, sir, you can relive the golden era of 75 cap. Yeah. Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah, yeah, nah, yeah. I'm good. Like, it was a fun game. I won't like say a word against it kind of deal. It just wasn't a game for me. I got what I wanted out of it and I was done. I think Final Fantasy XIV has been a definite improvement pretty much in every way. Because I can actually remember story in Final Fantasy XIV. I sure can't on 11. But there appears to be very little difference in how these fertilizer components interact. Still could balance, perhaps the measurements are off. Oh well, if that's an nectar, that's it. Here you are. Off you go. Yeah, like there were a lot of things about it that I did love, but boy, were there a lot of stuff about it that was just like, yeah, nah. And nowadays, I definitely couldn't play it because, oh boy, that's some antique everything. That's more antique than Realm Reborn. Oof. Oh, we have some quests over here. Well, let's scoop those up while we're here. Maybe a crystal artifact, yes. Active my expertise if you want to spare. The figures a counter dragon that likes so many appears, he's never experienced for it outside the crystal. What you share experience with him? You know what I actually should be doing since Machine is maxed out? The Reaper. What level am I at, Reaper? 70? Bet. Alright, I'm just gonna hand things in. I'm gonna hand stuff in as a Reaper, just to get the Reaper experience. A few friends. Put the tinker around on a private server before the Shadowbringers and cutscene. Yeah. He's trying to do a collection from every corner. Tomes of philosophy, history, art, also fairy tales and memoirs. Any written work shows up here. With the verse in the breadth and depth of the collection, have you spoken to Lauren? Alright, go talk to him if you need to find stuff. Got it. Tell me what the world's like outside. Most totally dangerous if you make them mad. Oh, that's like, oh, does all world look like they could? So it's more different than you could ever imagine. This is not worth it. There's nothing to see out there and it's too dangerous. But I want to go on adventures. What do you think? It can be dangerous, but it's always worthwhile. Sure now. I can go study and practice martial arts, then I'll go strong, clever, I'll go on an adventure. Alright, kid. Have fun with that. Yeah, I definitely like I said, I can appreciate where things have come from. And I do, like, I played City of Villains back in the day. And I played Rift back in the day. And I even played Warhammer Online back in the day. I can appreciate old games. But, on the other hand, we've also come pretty far. And there are some things that I'm not going back. There are certain, like, conveniences and things that I'm just like, no, it's convenient now. I can do stuff like this, and I don't need to. Oh man, I can't imagine, like, the people that are like, I would go play WoW Classic. No. Absolutely not. Never mind paying the monthly subscription for it. Just playing the antiqueness of it. Just absolutely not. No way. There's a lot of nostalgia for old games, but there is a lot of things that you absolutely are glossing over in your memory, and going back to play WoW Classic would just be a no thank you in every way. I have no idea what Pentalegend means. I still have to make it to my last of the 3 starting goals, which is to have my own little farmland thing in the when you can have your little island. Ah, clearing the 5 ultimate lands. Oh, okay. I wanted to have my own little island sanctuary. Unfortunately, it turns out you don't get that until after Endwalker. Why? Why is that an endgame thing? That should be the carrot that you dangle in front of everybody at, like, the end of Realm Reborn. That should be right there towards the beginning. I mean, you actually see it in the beginning. They're like, yeah, this is a place where you get to go here. And then it tells you, you don't get to do that until after Endwalker. And it's like, what? Then why did you even tell me it exists? I am neither satisfied nor dissatisfied. It's many years of effort Helix Star Area contributes. My roles, by the by, is to conduct research for the Settlement Council. Work to reflect community values and address outstanding needs. I thank you for wasting your time. Yeah, well, that's fair. Okay, so we got sub-quests down there and one down there. I still have to get to Endwalker, finish Endwalker. Ah, you're yeah. I was been asked for you. You know how I climb nuts if you're keen to hunt the mark. I want to seek him out. You'll find him with a boy. Why is he called a lout? It's just like local alcoholic tells you quests. I still need to do... Actually, I should have been queued up for it, but I didn't think to. I still need to do Wreath of Snakes and Jade Stoa at all. And I want to do Emanation because I want the mount. I want the mount because I love that song. I don't know why. That stupid Dreamer song just sticks with me. I'm asking Matron, would you pretend to take time to deliver for me yesterday? A customer, not regular. He's visiting, came asking for a particularly strong spirit. At the time we just ran out and offered his flower would come anymore. We'd fine, we could deliver it to him. We paid quite a bunch of money. For consuming a bunch of alcohol and wandering off. Oh, okay. You should have the alcohol question ready at the musical out of our side. Send for our patron, you'll find him at the cantineries, assuming he has given me the correct information. Okay. I think Emanation probably could be handled with a 3-person thing. So if I had 2 people with me, probably could handle it. But, yeah. I just need to run it a bunch. I want to get that mount. Here's the alcohol. If this is a customer, in that case, you'll do well to speak to the manager there. He's a help sort. Make sure you find the right person. Cool. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. They don't have... They have egress. That's backwards. Yeet. Manager, I have alcohol for some alcoholic. I guess his drunk ours. And show the liquor handed to him if you'll entrust it to me. There you go. There was not a cash whip and it gives you a dizzy spell. As to condition, it does seem rather severe. His cries echo through the corridors late in the evening. But by request, I fear it's a mere matter of time ere he returns. But you need not concern yourself with that. Rest assured. I don't know what that means. Anyways, yeet. Noom. Beep 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 ba da ba 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 da 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 da. Pretty good quests. There you go. What a return drink. I'm sure you agree that those value and spare. What's a man to do? Don't know if it brings solace in the end, but nevertheless, thank you. Cool, that told me nothing, but that bad things happen. So that's... Sure. Okay. Yeet. Ah, I clipped the wall. Boo. Da, da, da. Oh, Aeon, if you're around, what's a good way to level up my, as you can see, I've basically only done mining. So I assume I should do botany and fisher, and then leveling up my stuff. What levies and the turn-ins? Okay. Yeah, because I have obviously been very lax on doing any of the crafting stuff, like, at all. Firmament? Okay. Yeah, that was that big, like, kind of dungeon one where you can just, like, circle around gathering stuff. Okay. Custom NPC delivery. Ah, right, the turn-in ones. Okay, okay. Yeah, those are for, like, the gathering. That's how I've been doing the mining one. I'll have crystalline. Oh, is crystalline mean gonna have, like, a turn-in place here? You're on the move track down. Wow, Prince, here you're on the flesh. Must take your acquaintance. I'm Halidor. Perhaps you've heard of us, or certainly heard of you. 533. Interested to enjoy the clan? Sure, why not? It's after your first dungeon. It's like a stat story really quest. Oh, okay. Apologies. If we would sign up without knowing what they're for, you're no fool. Essentially, associated with souls to make living hunting things. Marks, as we call them, you're familiar? Doesn't call upon settlement council and a development framework that will encourage y'all to heal things. Okay. And they give insane. Oh, good. Huh. Okay. You're okay, so. Cool. Yeah, so I want to do, because, like, I've got my miner up to 81, which I'll need to get new stuff for. Okay, so these are new things now. Cool. Blade pistol. Cool. What's it look like? Huh. Not bad looking. Sacks of nut. So cuddlesome it hurts. Bitty duckbill. Forgiven reticence horn. Cool. Hello, please see you alive and kicking. This is what we got here considered for us to know about. Once upon a time, a few presumed gentlemen were bored out of their wits in desperate for entertainment, so they pooled their resources and started placing bounties. The original intent appeared to derive amusement from the gruesome deaths of people who died. How rude. Ah, yes, I probably have to switch to machinist. Yep. Let's get that leveled up. Okay. I actually have some of those. Yes. Survival, right? Or from gathering activities. Yes. Okay, so I do have some of those. I have the survival ones. And then I have some engineering. Though it's only from when you're actually doing stuff, not the turn-ins for things I found out. Which is a bit of a bummer. Alright, so we're gonna talk to her, and that'll be the last of these unlocked. Yeah. Yeah, which I guess would be fine for, like, if I was in the, firmament. Because that's all you're gonna be doing is swinging stuff. Pardon me. Alright. This will unlock elite marks. This is all very silly. Hey, a Moogle. We're gonna pretend like these are actual people now? Still alive and poo-pooing, I'll have you know. That's a weird way to say that. Don't ever say that way. The reason that you're there, I struggled to free yourself in vain. You were disemboweled and depalmed. Huh. No thanks to that villain Halidor, though. I'd say he was the aspiring depalmer, considering how many times he nearly chopped it off in the midst of our battle. Meh. I think you'll have so much to blame for that. After all, was it not you who encouraged him? Yes, strike you down and claim leadership. What you gave me then, son. Even if only I had poor attempts at treachery. That weakling wouldn't last a moment. This is all very weird. Well, you've got to eat, sleep, and bring it danger. You gotta love putting it all on the line. You've got to be bloody mad. Congratulations, you're in. You sure that's wise? Why, Schmize? She's a killer, and I want to see her kill. Okay. Is that philosopher that has losing hunters by the buttload? We're supposed to build a sustained organization when you keep killing people. Well, you see, it's funny, you know. Note, goodbye. Runs. She wears the pants for this organization. One day I'm going to rip that palm off your head and shove it down your throat, you furry little shite. I love this lady. Anyways, you can now hunt elite marks. Don't try. You see him out in the field? Kill him. Okay. Drink. You're now permitted to hunt bills for the elites. Cool. Alright, so that's a whole bunch of things unlocked there. Why can I not unlock the levies? Where are the levies? What's that about? Oh, wait. Are they crafting levies? Hold up. Yep. Where do you suppose that is? Sir. Really? Really? You're gonna make me walk? Wait. That's probably up above, isn't it? Makes sense. Ba-da-da-da. Yeah. I knew I'd have some issues with this. I'm not so good with directions, so I knew I'd have a little issue with this city right off the bat, but I'm getting it down already. Look at it, it's just been those good years of all handling the aspects of Chris Chart. Why not? We process stole out mountains of leaves every day. Should thus be pursued in leisure. Yay! Crystallarium levies now available. Okay. So, we want fieldcraft. Hang on, type item. We need to journey areas and hear about creatures. Fieldcraft levies. There we go. So. Oh, well, yes, I wouldn't be able to take the levies because I'm not in that gear at the moment. And it's tradecraft ones. I would need to switch over to those for. Okay. Alright, so levy unlocked. Cool. Does that mean... well, while I'm here. Repair gear. Everything. Just repair everything. There we go. Did that also unlock the script exchange? I think it's more so that Shadowbringer ends at 80, you're at Endwalker levels. Yes. Well, for minor anyways, yeah. I can't do script exchange yet? Why not? Let me do script exchange. My gear sheet. It's only level 70. Boo. Why can't I do script exchange yet? Boo. Alright, fine. Fucking yes. Alright, so that's everything except for side quests. So I guess we'll pick, let's see, Alpha Nerd or Alice. Violence, so let's go with Alice. Also, food. Oh, Aeon, while I'm thinking about it, How come no one makes tank food? There's almost no food for tanks, like Bronco flour or any stuff like that. It seems like almost nobody makes tank food. What's that about? Is that just like a Final Fantasy thing? Because tenacity is a trash stat? Isn't that, like... Am I misunderstanding that? Affects the amount of damage dealt and received, as well as the HP restored. The higher the value, the more damage dealt, the more HP restored, and the less damage taken. So, why is that a trash stat? Isn't that one of their mainline stats? Isn't that damage reduction and how well you're healed? So, like, determination, vit, and tenacity versus determination, vit, and crit hit. So, is tenacity that little value? Because I mean, it doesn't show me statistics to be able to tell how much like damage reduction and that kind of stuff. At least I assume. So the target's supposed to amount of HP restored by humans. So the scaling on it is poor, and the way the main factor in liver death is your cooldown usage. Okay. Huh. So what is the tank food then? Is the tank food then just like the same as everybody else? Determination, vit, and something else? I was wondering about that. Alright. Oh, friendly XIV. Having to meet someone in there. Oh, are you? Should be good. I was about to set off for output, so assuming you're ready. Okay. Yeah, because the one that I've been getting... Oh, come on. DPS food. Crit determination direct hit. Crit determination direct hit? Ah, well, of course, like the sales thing is going to sell you weird stuff. Baked with the adroit aromatera to fly to the desert. You can also use your Aether Compass to assist in locating Aether currents in your region. There comes from out of the collection. Yes, that's fine. Ooh, new music.
From this parched earth, the nation of Nabath, Arang, once rose. When I journeyed here, long ago, I spoke with a sun-weathered elder. He told me Armarang meant majestic land in the language of his people. And so it might still be, were it not for the light's unrelenting onslaught.
Armarang. Yay! Yeah, so I've been using baked eggplant because that's determination, so that's just my damage scaling, vitality, and crit hit. So that's the thing it recommended to me, and that seemed the most reasonable to use. Don't be surprised when temperature drops tonight, though. The sky is still bright, of course, but it gets brisk enough to make you shiver. Now, the letter said I should take you to the inn at Journey's Head, which is where the Sally Say friend of yours is staying. But that's a very old distance. I propose to make a stop in Mordsuk to break up the trek. Allowing me to attend to some business and you to enjoy everything. Sound good? Sound good. Alright, we're off. You. I was using the Bronco flour, the determination, vitality, and tenacity. But since there's almost never any of that up on the sales floor, I've been using the baked eggplant for that too. Because it just seems like I can never find the other stuff. Oh, new things. Excuse me, pardon me, I have to go murder some stuff here. Because I saw that. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at it. Oh, glorious. Excuse me, I'm going to make it die. Giga tender. Love it. You can use cheaper food for leveling. Right now you don't have the stat thresholds to get the full benefit. Really? Wait, am I missing something? Max 62. Let's see. Determination, VIT 143. Ah, yes, yes. Yeah, I've just been buying it in big stacks, so... Huh. Desert armadillo, slippery armadillo. Interesting. It's just a small version of the armadillo. How much VIT do I have? Let's see, I have the thingy on right now, so VIT for me is 2155. Except for Marauder. Marauder is 198. First of all, before you cross the river, you need to turn around and feast your eyes on that. Four. Why is everything sideways? Every base stat with the number in parentheses being the stat cap. Okay. Yeah, Marauder would be based off that, yeah. It was say that once in the world's mightiest nations. This until the flood came along, great chunks of lands were lost to the light, a great city included. Few who survived didn't see much point in staying, most of them anyways. No, not many chose to. With everything in ruins, even that hulking great fortress has become little more than a Mars from me and my caravan. But not everywhere is as this place, just wait till you see more Tsuk. Let's press on. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Wait. $38 to the north? To the north. Oh. Oh, I was just using it for the stat boost because I wasn't paying attention to the stats properly. That's on me. A bunch to the west, okay. Civilis. Snakes. Hands. Drift maker. After an entrapment out of quicksand, the demonic desert dwellers must be destroyed but they could claim more victims. Fate failed. I mean, okay, if you say so. Welcome to Moatsuk. Yeah, Moatsuk, by the blessed shadow, I love this town. Not just full of Mord, but Homes and all manner of others too. It's been a long refuge for plagues expressed by floods. The population is diverse. Oh, have you met a Mord before? They look like shifty little bladders, but a more welcome lot you can never meet. So you went, shall pay our respect to Master Genkin. Sorry, these look like not kobolds. Hey, look at their little face. It's just little teeps. Ah, they're so cute. Heckin' adorable. Yeah. There we go. We've got the porter for the area. It's always weird to me that there's both a porter and the crystal teleporting stuff. But, you know, whatever. Maybe it's leftover from older times. Alright, attune to the crystal. This is my crystal. Alright. Tons of fun. Let's go say hi to Gengen. Totally not a kobold. I love kobolds. I wish they'd let us play as them. Hey, teeth. These little teeth. They are veggie eaters, aren't they? So this is a Mord. What beady eyes. Yeah, look at it.
Master Gengen, this is the friend of the Exarch I was telling you about.
Wow, they gave him a really British voice, didn't
Very
they?
good, very good. Though friend or no, all are welcome in Maud's.
Oh wow, I was not expecting that
Souk
voice.
is Mordish for city. As things stand, this souk boasts the largest and busiest marketplace in all Armorang. You'll find ore from the mines here, of course, but all manner of other things too. Many of them rare. As I told you before, not many visit Armorang by choice, but Mord Souk's a different story. Merchants come from miles around to purchase the relics the Mord dig up.
This guy's voice is atrocious.
Aye, that they do. For Maud do not dismiss the spoils of the earth. We clean them and polish them and reveal to the world their true value.
This
That
is
is why
good.
they come here, come from far away, come with much money.
This Mord's voice is killing me.
So our souk is always busy, busy, busy. No such thing as a thing no one needs.
I love this voice
You
actor.
say that every time, Master Gengen. Some sort of family motto, wasn't it?
See, this voice actor? Nah. This voice actor?
Mord
Yeah.
has a Mord philosophy, for which we should all be very grateful. Would that everyone was so willing to take in refugees regardless of race or creed.
These people are weird.
Now then, if you intend to spend any time here, you'll want to gain the trust of the locals. And there's a little custom all newcomers are expected to observe.
Side quests!
The cracking of the coin purse. You buy one thing from the market. Price can be low or high, just as long as you buy.
As the good Mord says. In fact, the Exarch sent a little something to cover this very expense. A Verbert gold piece, no less. The first I've held in years.
I don't know what that means.
Verbert gold? Real Verbert gold?
Here, newcomer, crack your coin purse with me.
That's an awkward way to say things.
Good newcomer. I have jars and pots all smooth and shiny.
Ooh, jars and pots.
Over here!
Come and look.
You buy, you buy.
It does sound like you have some sick ass cash.
That. Come, I say. This one must still journey through the barrens. Nothing bulky, nothing heavy, no pots.
Aw, I like pots.
Nothing better for the road than a full belly. Spend that piece at Ronron's place, yes? Eat for 3 before you leave.
Boo. I wanted a pot. Look at their little faces. I wanted to buy a pot. I would have bought a pot. That's not fair. Telling me I got sick ass money but not being able to buy a pot. Buy a pot. Fine, I'll talk to this guy. Oh! Thank you. And that means another hour on the timer. Take your time, stay and sniff before you choose, but no drooling. As they were, move the camera as well. Zoom in. Look at the food. We got worms. They look like worms, yeah. Plump white worms and honey. Once you hit a glazed wiggle, you'll never want any other treat. Concerning. Bridge. This is mush loaf. The middle is stuffed with bittersweet cactus fruits. Soon as the bread tries out, it's moist inside. Ah, that'd be pretty good. It's like a stuffed pita. Meat. Raw meat. Ever-burning bounty with some of the best parts of lizard. Cured with spicy spices. You'll find the smell challenging. Spiced lizard meats. Ah, frogs. Chibi skewies. Small frogs find on a rock, spear with stick, roast over fire. Crackly on the outside, gooey on the inside. Perfect for snack. Probably the lizard meat, honestly. That does sound good. Although the stuffed bread. I do like bread. I had bao today at work, and oh, it was so good. He says it gets cold at night, so we should do the bounty. It's fasten your step. Won't feel the cold this night. Probably not the next one, right? It's 1 gold coin. 1 written honor buys you 10 sides of meat. What is it, meat? Minecraft eating noises. I appear to be dying. Every last mouthful. No, I should have shared it. Yeah. To your card, please to accept your customer. Shambles off after eating so much meat. Keep it down, yes? No returns. Gross. Ah, gross. But yeah, no, I had bao for lunch today, and I'm very grumpy about it because it was really good bao, but unfortunately, like, the place I got it from is like 20 minutes away. I'm not gonna drive 20 minutes to just get some bao and be happy. I need a bao place closer to me. I miss having just like breads and meat in bread. Look at my mod soak. If you need anything at all, alright, here to provide. There we go. I have quite a friend. Rodron's wares are more exotic than harmful, but I don't envy you the bellyache you'll have tomorrow. Alright, now David, expect to get on the road. Would you mind if we delayed to touch? I have a few deals left for him. Alright, go do side quests. Got it. Alright, we'll see what the goods I need picking up in the market. Just pick up shit, be a Superman. Alright. Market receipt anytime with quest by using it. Ugh. Hiccups. Alright. Beady beady. That's a good joke. Those dice, but I wouldn't need those. Don't we have... yes, I should check the key items. Use. Alright. Table cactus from Tauntaun. Iron ore from Tolthol. Antiques mid to be collected from Mobile. Sure. Those were words. I wish it highlighted where I needed to go. Stack of armaments. Ah, Toltol. That's one of the words. I remember that one. Creative ore. Thousand jet? Yes? What kind of ore was it again? Iron ore. Go. Okay. There's the iron ore. Table cactus from Thornton. Table cactus from Thornton. Let's look for sparklies again. Again. Bun Bun? No, Bun Bun wasn't on the list. Okay, let's read that again. Alright, it's Table Cactus from Thornton and Avathering Antiques from Mulmul. Lord Culinarian. Blind. Latgar. Mil. No, wait, it's Antiques from Mulmul. Oh, it's all antiques, trucks, temporary. Okay, so I gotta find Mulmul, not Mil. Where is that? I'm sure I'm walking right by some of these things because I am blind most days. Oh, there's one. There's Tauntaun. I recall that I need something from Tauntaun. Tauntaun is table cactus. Okay, and antiques from Mulmul. Which is ready. Prospect. Sorry, I say I wouldn't dream of selling since I have been. No. Relics is it? All packs in the box to handle the care. There we go. Alright, and we'll have some side quests to pick up and knock out around these parts. Alright. One's to pay for, one's to work. No experience necessary. Speak with Taskmaster for detail. Okay. I'll just pick them all up, and then that will be it for tonight. Jin. Let's take him so long. Ooh, my little one, he's got my first day in the red Sarah, and I'm worried about him. It could have happened. It's hot and dry. Get contenders could squish him. Take this rigger pass. Got on the big rock this side of it. Might be. I Sibbo. We more use of rumors like this to accept when we are sleepy or tired. So is this so no trouble reaching it. Okay. What do you think? Ah, younglings are in danger. Big scary creatures look hungry. Please, you hurry to some meals back from east from here. Quickly, there's no time. Okay. There's plenty of time, because we're gonna go pick up stuff, and then that'll be it for the night. Oh, actually, that's another thing. Aeon, if you are still here, how do I get better potions? I have terrible healing potions. Yeah, like healing potions. Yeah, work with Tiltil. Hot this bastard gives me a good quiz. I meet them, I get paid. If not, I get nothing. Not much incentive to go over quota, but just beaten, it's got me run ragged. Still no position plan. Either base started. The thing is, I'm down to my last still, and I won't survive another week if I don't meet the quota. Must have hit a dry spell. There's no chance of making it time. If I can distract him with a few sandwich layers, he might let me out the hook. Okay. What, is it cooking that you crafted him in? Like, or is it alchemist? Alchemist? Okay. So I have to make better healing potions along the way. Because right now, I've basically been living off of max potions that I've been getting from doing the Palace of the Dead. I had others for a while that I just haven't bothered to buy new ones of. But, yeah, well, unfortunately I'm a DPS, so a lot of times I die if I don't have them. Or I'm playing as a tank, and I die without them. So, like I said, they are the more to say with them, but they're strong, very nice. Bring me chunks of their flesh. Waste me and you find them. Okay. Alright, so that's everybody picked up. Okay. Yeah, especially too when I am by myself, I will generally run the solo dungeons with my little minions there in Gridania and do the command things. And sometimes those NPC healers just can't be bothered to heal you, I guess. I don't know what the deal is. All I know is I've died a few times in those dungeons because the healer is just like off in a corner or something. I don't know. So I was just thinking about like getting better potions. Especially for when I'm playing Machinist, because as a DPS, I almost never get healed. So I tend to get kind of squirrely on my life left over. So, okay, so it's alchemy, and I'll have to work on that. All right, well, anywho, I'm actually going to end it here for the night. Thank you all for coming. Thanks for the bits and the gifted subs. You have added more time on the clock. So you have basically undone this entire day. What? We're in Shadowbringers. We're in a new place, finally. I'm free of Stormblood. Anywho, I will see y'all tomorrow. And that's all now.